Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Brok from NBDPodcast, and I am here playing Borderlands 2. The new DLC character Krieg, the super badass, whatever you want to call him, is out, and I'm going to just be doing showing you a little bit of what he does. So, big thing with him is he utilizes the fire elements a lot, whereas the Necromancer utilized lightning or thunder, whatever. The lightning damage. So yeah.
I see you! Awesome. Why don't you boys
He lights himself on fire too. That's pretty sweet, I thought.
Oh, good idea. I think we'll just turn around and head back to our
So yeah.
Is a violent and dangerous place.
I'm just gonna go in and clear out a bunch of enemies for you, and just gonna show you more or less what he's all about. Yeah. And I'm not the greatest at this game, so don't make fun of me, please. But yeah. So Krieg came out here Tuesday, May 14th, and so far I've been playing him, and granted I haven't gotten very far with him, but I like him. He looks cool. Oh, no, don't want to go in there yet. That's not where I want to go.
You're dirty stuff.
First I have to come over here, and yeah, unauthorized person. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be getting others from the podcast to play this with me, and we'll be dominating this entire
A man named Scooter
operation.
controls these catch-a-ride machines.
Whoa,
He
hello.
may be short a few chromosomes, but he's a savant when it comes to vehicles. He's left the station to prevent
Come
invaders
on.
from using
I know what
it,
I need to
but
do,
I'm
just let me
reading
go
an
in and do
inactive
it. You know what, I'm
Hyperion
just
bot in
gonna
the
go in and do it
Bloodshot camp.
anyways.
If you can attach its interface adapter to the catch-a-ride, I can hack the machine and get you a car.
Yeah. I was gonna show you his ultimate, but I a little bit. Yep, come on, you're light on fire already. There we go. Where are you guys at? Oh, I know. Where is it? Oh, well, yeah, I'm just gonna continue going down a lot. I know that. He's also a very late game type of character. I've pretty much figured out, because his whole idea is he does damage to himself, and it increases his. Yeah. I'm going down. I'm sorry, guys. Talking, and I'm trying to do other things here too, so I'm a little distracted. But yeah, the whole thing, the way Krieg works. I mean, you saw that. I'll go in there real quick and use my his ability so that you can get an idea of that too. Just give me 1 second here. I'm gonna go in and find an enemy, possibly. Or maybe not. Damn it, I'm sorry, guys. Well, I'll get this thing, I guess.
Just attach the adapter onto the catch-a-ride, and I'll get you a free car.
I don't know. Give me just a second here, then, I guess. Cool. So yeah, there's this adult bully mom, and I'm going to run in there and just beat the shit out of everybody. And yeah, blood splatters and all. I can throw my axe. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, that's his ultimate. I guess I'll make a quick rundown of his skill tree. He's got his 3 here. Whoops. He's got Bloodlust, Mania, and Hellborn. I'll start from left to right because that's just how I am. So Bloodlust, the way this tree is kind of working out from what I gathered is as you kill enemies, you'll end up getting stacks of Bloodlust. And then with these stacks, for pretty much everything, yeah, it'll increase your damage, or like right here, increases grenade damage and stock, or grenade damage, I'm sorry, stacks, and melee stacks, assault rifle damage per stack, maximum damage reduction, rampage time, boiling blood, which will increase the bloodlust stacks. Well, yeah, it increases the time before they start to go down. Nervous blood, kill skill. Basically, per stack, it increases the reload speed. And then blood explosion, which killing an enemy will cause them to basically explode, which is sweet. So, but yeah, this whole tree right here relies on you not dying quite as much and getting a whole bunch of these stacks of bloodlust to deal increased damage and whatnot, which is a pretty cool tree. It's something that I probably would do, but I'm doing a different kind of playthrough. So, but yeah, and then this one is his mania tree, and basically this is all about his just survivability, melee damage, like tankiness. Imagine Brick when he went into his ability mode, but like all the time. So the whole thing with here, like light the fuse, which is one I'm probably going to end up getting. Like I started out in Hellborn and then I realized, crap, I need to start out in Mania because it's just way better. But like right here, this is the best thing ever. When you go down into, or when you get into downstate, you, instead of sitting there with just a pistol or whatever shooting, you actually can run around like normal with bundles of dynamite and just start throwing them around and getting kills, and that's how you get out of your downstate. So that's pretty fucking sweet. Redeem the soul. You can instantly revive your teammates, but after reviving them, you go down into the fight for your life. But with that, you have light the fuse. I mean, it's pretty sweet. This guy's with Mania Tree, you can pretty much go into downstate and not have to worry. But when you're not in downstate, you have increased shield recharge. Axe Rampage has a faster rate, or recharges at a faster rate. I'm sorry, and then it takes your taking health damage increases the bonuses further. So when you actually start taking damage, you're going to be, you're going to have an increased cooldown recharge. Your health and damage bonuses are going to go up. Your health damage bonuses are going to go up, so you're going to be able to deal more damage to health targets. But then enemies or your friends can actually shoot you, which is pretty sweet. Not really, but for this kind of tree, it is. So, I mean, that kind of makes the rundown of this tree. At the very bottom, it goes down here. His Release the Beast. When you activate Axe Rampage, when at 33% of your maximum health remaining, you instantly refill your health and transform into a badass psycho mutant, and deal increased melee damage and receive significant damage reduction for the duration, blah blah blah. So basically, when you activate your ability, you don't just sit here and look like normal Krieg, who's pretty awesome and sweet, and I mean, just look at him, he's a bundle of joy right there. But you turn into a badass psycho mutant, You know, the guys with the gigantic arm and the tiny little arm? Yeah. That's pretty cool. So you have 100% melee damage and then 50% melee or damage reduction. So this tree is actually a tree that you should start out in, at least until you get to light the fuse. It's just going to make everything easier. When you go in, or when you die, you drop a free grenade. If it kills an enemy, you get double experience for it. So basically, when you're in down state and then you die, this grenade drops and you get experience from anybody who's around your corpse, which is pretty cool. Increases your maximum shields and health, increases your melee damage, your fire rate, and shield recharge delay. And then right here, like I said, though, you do take enemy damage, or friendly damage, but you deal increased damage and your cooldown is a lot faster. I mean, basically, this is just a tree, at least down until you get to this. It's just a nice tree to give you that extra edge over the enemy. And what I did, which I'm going to end up changing when I get to Sanctuary, is I started out in Hellborn, but that's just because I'm a big old pyro, so. But yeah, the Hellborn tree is all about fire damage. You light yourself on fire. When you do light yourself on fire, you can deal increased fire damage to enemies. Yeah, when right here, numb the nerves. When all damage received is reduced when you're on fire, but you still take persistent damage, which is a little weird. Again, this is a tree for when you actually get up higher in level and don't have to worry about it so much. Pain is power. Weapon damage increase on all weapons except for sniper rifles. Your melee damage is increased and your critical hit damage is increased, and everything, again, while you're on fire, all the effects are increased, guys. So right here, no, that's still the damage reduction. What am I doing? Your melee attacks have a chance to ignite enemies. Your weapon accuracy and reload speed are increased while you're on fire. Delusional damage. Basically, when you cause any damage at all, you're going to deal burn damage. So ignite chances determined by those accumulated by burn baby burn, blah blah blah. Yeah, burn baby burn. What's that? Oh, that's that thing. Okay, I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, all your elemental statuses will end up lighting you on fire, or will cause a chance of lighting you on fire, and I mean, that's pretty cool because then all your stuff is going to be increased. While elemental effect damage is being done to enemies, you gain stacks of elemental elation. The fire rate and magazine size are increased for every elemental elation, and stacks will not decay while you're on fire. That's pretty cool. And it seems like that might be one you can continue upgrading, because right now you're only starting out at 20 stacks. So, yeah, I'm going really into detail with this one because, again, it's one of my favorite trees. I just can't use it right away. I don't recommend using it right away because, like I said, you just saw back there too, I was lighting myself on fire and taking that persistent damage, which was not cool. So yeah, Flame Flare, you deal burn damage and burn effect will apply after a short time, blah blah blah. Melee Override skill. This is one of the reasons why I love this tree. It does have a 15-second cooldown, but every time you hit a melee, you breathe fire in a cone in front of you instead. Every 15 seconds, you can do that. I mean, that's cool. That's sweet. Next one, Elemental Empathy, blah, blah, blah. You're just, I mean, elemental effect damage into enemies heal you. That's pretty cool. Well, and then his final one in here is Raving Retribution. While you're on fire, taking damage from enemies will spawn homing balls of fire that seek out the attacker and explode on impact. Fireballs only trigger once per second. Only once per second? Are you kidding me? When you're taking damage while you're on fire? Oh my god. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be a tree that I get. Oh, what is this? I have to do 10, 21 per se, almost. Yeah, so after I get to level 21, then I'm going to be pretty much just maxing out this tree from there. And then when I do max that out, I'll continue down with this one because these two are my favorite trees so far. This one over here, again, it all relies on getting that blood stat or bloodlust stacks, which when you're on fire and dying quite a bit is going to be really hard to do. So I'm not even going to try and rely on it. But yeah, these two trees are going to be my trees of choice. I'm going to max this entire one out, and after I get to level 21, and that should take me actually all the way until until the third playthrough, which at that point I won't be gaining a whole lot more levels, so it'll be pretty sweet. But yeah, with this guy though, get your fire weapons right away. At least by level 21 you should have a decent fire damage weapon, because at that point that's when you're going to start doing this tree, or at least if you're me. So but yeah, for right now I'm just going to work to get the sanctuary, and I'm going to take that off because it's just causing problems, and I'll probably take that off because it's not doing me any good, at least right now, because the experience from these guys that are just isn't much of anything. So but yeah, I mean, I'm going to probably max out my health and shields first, and then my melee damage, because I mean, shit, man, melee damage, fuck yeah. And yeah, I was a big Zero player, so yeah. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you right now. We'll get back and get my car. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Krieg right now is $9.99 on the PlayStation Network or Xbox Marketplace, or I actually don't know where you get them on PC, but you guys would know that if you're a PC gamer. So yeah, you guys all have a good night, I guess. I'm just gonna beat up some bully mugs. Have a good day. Tune in every day for weekly videos. Yada yada. Again, I'm terrible when I'm trying to concentrate and shoot things at the same time. So yeah, you guys all have a good night.